Hi, I'm Hania Valera, and I am a software engineer for the C++ team.
And I'm Garrett Campbell, and I'm a senior software engineer on the C++ team. And today we'll be demonstrating some CMake Tools improvements as well as agentic improvements we've made in VS Code. And first, Hania will showcase some of the CMake Tools improvements we've made over the past couple of releases.
Over the last two releases, we focused on two things: making the everyday development loop faster and quieter, and making diagnostics, structured output, and repeatable commands more legible and reliable. I'll walk you through a couple of improvements using the FMT library. Then Garrett will show you these same capabilities support the new C++ DevTools companion and its agentic workflows. Let's take our new source file, feature.cpp, and at times we build and there's nothing, since we forget to add it to CMake lists. In this workflow, as you can see, with a brand new file, we can immediately get CMake Tools to add it. I can pick the target it belongs to, and it won't silently rewrite my build files. It will show me the edit first, and show me the standard VS Code refactor preview and the exact diff it's about to make. Next, tests. FMT has a real test suite, and I want to run and debug individual tests without ever having to write anything additional. Look right here above the tests. CMake Tools puts a run and a debug action in line, right on top of the test in the source, same place you'd write it, same place you'd read it. Third, the build loop itself. Watch the problems panel while I build. Normally, linker errors are miserable because they don't point out of the line of source. They just scroll past in the output. We synthesize a real, navigable file for them. Next, here is CMake debug config. This is where I told CMake Tools which debugger to use for this project. And here's CMake shell. I've left it commented out on purpose. It routes CMake through a shell of your choice. Next, modern CMake projects often use presets to support different generators and configurations, and CMake Tools reads that setup directly from the project. Here in FMT, the configure preset picker gives me Ninja Debug, Ninja Release, Ninja Multi-Config, and a Windows MSVC preset targeting Visual Studio 2026. These come straight from CMake presets.json, so I'm not recreating the configuration by hand in VS Code. I'll select Ninja Multi-Config and configure the project. As that runs, you may see the pre-configure and post-configure hooks execute through the same consistent path. I will also select the matching debug build preset, build the project, and will now run the suite through ctest. As you'll see, we get 21 out of 21 tests passing, same project, different generator, and configuration, with no local patches or duplicated setup. Lastly, a little bit of a lightning round. Flatten or nesty outline, whichever you'd like. We also created user-defined build problem matchers in CMake Tools. And you can timestamp the output so you can actually see where time goes. Lastly, in 1.22, we introduced bookmarking and project outline filtering. In 1.23 and our ongoing pre-releases, we enhanced the experience. You can bookmark the targets you care about, filter down to them in big projects. Taken together, these improvements make CMake projects easier to configure, build, test, debug, and understand. They also create a more reliable foundation for agentic development. The agent can work with the same project state, targets, tests, builds, and diagnostics that the developer sees in VS Code. Garrett will now show you how the new DevTools extension exposes these capabilities to Copilot Chat and uses them in a complete workflow. On to Garrett.
Thanks, Hania, and now I'll dive straight into showcasing some of these new capabilities. First, I want to give a quick overview of what the new C++ DevTools extension provides. So here you can see that we have an open VS Code pane, and in the extensions pane, you can see the DevTools extension. This new extension integrates with the CMake Tools extension to provide tools that can interface with the Copilot chat in VS Code to provide agentic experiences. You'll notice throughout this talk that the word tools is somewhat overloaded. The CMake Tools extension is simply referring to the tools provided to help developers with their CMake workflows. So this is all via the CMake Tools extension. This is a lot like the advancements that Hania showcased earlier in this demo. However, when referring to agentic tools, this is referring to functionality that is exposed to the agent in the chat so that the agent can call on deterministic behaviors, essentially giving the agent more quote-unquote arms and legs. Now here you can see the 5 different agentic tools that have been provided via a combination of the CMake Tools extension and the DevTools extension. Listed here are the build tool, running the C-test tool, listing build targets, listing the tests, and then getting the diagnostics. Now, at this point, you might wonder, agents are getting really good at using command line tools, so why are these valuable? And the main reason is because they provide a more consistent and expected flow when considering that we want the developer to still be in the loop. For example, any build or test execution done via these tools will match that of a user executing them in the IDE. This creates more consistency and a more reliable workflow for both the agent and the developer. Now, first, I want to give a quick showcase of how to directly invoke these tools in chat to show how they work. Here, I've opened up a very simple project in order to show this. And don't worry, a more exciting full agentic workflow demonstration is coming up later. So first, I'll open up the Copilot chat and we can see that our tools are already enabled and ready to be utilized by the agent. Now, you can actually invoke these tools directly via the pound character in the chat view. You can see that in the output pane, our CMake project has already been successfully configured, which means that we're ready to go ahead and try out our exposed agentic tools via the DevTools extension. To show a couple, we'll quickly show the direct invocation of the listing of the build targets, the build tool, and the get diagnostics tool. First, let's list the build targets that are available in the CMake project. You can see that the tool is executed and the chat is able to output the targets that were found. As a quick example of the consistency between the agent workflow and the developer workflow, you'll notice that the targets it found match those listed in the CMake project outline and VS Code, as well as listing the default all target. Now we know the build targets, we can actually execute a build via the chat. Now, for any tools that execute processes on your machine, such as the build tool or the test tool, we want to confirm the user's authorization before we execute. So here we'll allow in this session, and then the build will kick off and complete. Lastly, here's a quick showcase of the Get Diagnostics tool. So first, you'll notice there's no errors, so we're going to create some errors in the project and execute a build so that the problems pane populates with errors. And then we'll have the chat view invoke the Get Diagnostics tool, and it will be able to get information about errors in this project. These tools, when used in conjunction by the agent, will allow the agent to iteratively work, build, get errors, run tests, and be able to run for a full workflow. Now this is cool, but now I want to show you how much more powerful it is when we don't have to directly invoke these tools. So with these tools available to the agent, it can actually work on workflows like implementing features, fixing bugs, and do this automatically and pick up these tools as they need it. And so now I'll go into a full workflow and show you how this works. We've opened VS Code into the FMT folder, which houses the FMT repository, and there's actually an open issue on the FMT repository that we're going to ask the agent to iterate on and fix. Here's the bug that we're going to have it work on, and it's an issue where the macro format compile is not properly being handled when there's a user-defined type defined via format as. Back in VS Code, we can simply add our prompt, which is just going to simply ask for an implementation of the fix using the GitHub MCP server to access the information, and making sure it adds tests that fail before the fix and pass afterwards. We can simply kick off the agent. And now you'll see that the first thing it does is use the GitHub MCP server to get information about what the issue actually is. With that information, it'll be able to parse through and start searching in the code for both locations where the bug might be happening and use that to be able to create the first test case that will be able to be used for us to validate the issue. After finding a possible culprit location, it can now make test cases off of this that we can use to validate our implementation once we make it. Having now made these code changes in the tests, it can now start to use our DevTools integrations to build and run the tests and start this flow of testing that it fails before our bug fix, fixing the bug, and then ensuring our tests pass. It was able to first run a build with our tools that we integrated, and now it's going to run a test to confirm that the test fails because we haven't implemented a fix yet. The tests are executing, and great, it looks like the test failed, and so this is what we expected, and so now we can move on to implementation, and then building and running the tests again. So now the agent has made the patch and updated the compile.h and is running the build and then the tests again. One thing to note is that it's actually only running the tests that matter. It was able to use the list tests tool to then run the only tests that matter. You can see here the compile.h, we've made a small update where the type mapper is being used instead of just the argument. But we can see that because it used the CMake Tools test integration, we can actually see that the test failed. And more specifically, the agent is able to pick up information about how the test failed. It introduced a linker issue to be able to implement a new fix and try this again. After the second attempt at a fix, it was able to still use the build and test tools integration from the DevTools extension and be able to validate that our fixes did in fact fix the test and we've fixed the bug. Finally, the agent outputs a summary recapping that we built a test that confirmed that the bug was present before we implemented the fix, and then now have a test passing with the fix implemented. Thanks to these improvements in the CMake Tools extension, as well as their integrations into the agentic workflows, users are able to get a more consistent and reliable experience. We hope you'll try these out. Please let us know if you have any feedback, and thanks for watching.